Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Choice Privileges Mastercard. This is a credit card that is issued by Wells Fargo, so I'm going to go over the main features of this card, its pros as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a much better idea whether or not this credit card is a good fit for you. But before I go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like. That just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive 20 free stocks worth at least $60 and possibly more, in a pinned comment below I will be leaving a link to Webull. All you got to do is once you click on that link is sign up for a free account and then deposit at least 1 penny. At that point you will be receiving 20 free stocks. Again, each stock is going to be worth at least $3, so it is going to be worth at least $60 in value. Okay, so diving right into the main features of this card, starting out we're going to be talking about how you can earn points. And with this card you can earn 5 points per dollar spent on stays at participating Choice hotel properties, plus on Choice Privileges point purchases. Then you'll also be earning 3 points per dollar spent at gas stations, grocery stores, home improvement stores, and phone plan services. And then on all other transactions you will be earning 1 point per dollar spent. Now with this card, for the first year, you're going to have a spend bonus. So as long as you're able to spend at least $1,000 within the first 3 months, you will be earning 40,000 points with this card. For most people, that's not going to be too difficult to do. That's going to be right around $333 per month on average. And with those 40,000 points, that's going to be worth up to 5 free rewards nights at Choice hotel properties. Now with this card, you're also going to get some other benefits as well. So just for an example, you are going to be receiving an automatic Gold Elite membership. So with this, you can actually earn 10% bonus points every time you book a qualifying stay at Choice hotels. And then you can also receive 10 Elite Night credits qualifying for at least Gold level status each calendar year. Now as far as what Gold Elite members can receive, they'll be getting up to 9 Elite rollover nights per calendar year. They're also going to be receiving a welcome gift at participating hotels in the US and Canada, early check-in and late check-out when available, Elite reserve parking when available, and Elite customer hotline. You're also going to be getting some other perks with this credit card as well. So you're going to be receiving cell phone protection, for example, which is going to be up to $800 of cell phone protection against damage or theft. Now it is going to be subject to a $25 deductible. So those are the main features of this card. At this point, we are going to move into the APR and fees, because of course this is also super important as well. So starting out, your purchase APR is going to be either 20.99%, 25.24%, or 29.99% based on your credit worthiness. Now as far as balance transfers go, on those, your APR is going to be either 20.99%, 25.24%, or 29.99%, of course, based on your credit worthiness. Now, with this card, there's not really much of a point in doing a balance transfer, because there's not like an introductory offer of 0% for, say, like the first 12 to 15 months. Over time, while having this card, they might eventually offer you a balance transfer offer. But starting out, it really wouldn't make too much sense to transfer a balance from one card over to this card if your APR is anyways going to be 20.99%. That would still be a lot of interest. Now, as far as cash advances go on this channel, I always recommend to stay far away from cash advances. Just my own personal reasons, just because there are a lot of fees, plus a super high interest rate. Of course, this should not be considered financial advice, but if you do decide to take out a cash advance on this card, just know that your APR is going to be 29.99%, plus a whole lot of fees as well, which we are going to cover right now. So as far as the fees go with this card, on those cash advances, with each cash advance, there is going to be a fee of either $10 or 5% of the cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. And then as far as balance transfers go, like I mentioned just a moment ago, starting out, there's really not much of a point in doing a balance transfer with this card, because there's not like a 0% introductory offer. But if you do happen to do a balance transfer later down the road, the terms can certainly change. But right now, on those balance transfers, you are going to be hit with a fee of either 5% or $5, whichever happens to be greater. Now with this card, if you happen to slip up and pay late, there is going to be a late payment fee of up to $40. Now in the first time or two of paying late, you could always try calling into Wells Fargo and seeing if they will waive that fee. They might waive it for the first time or two. I really wouldn't push your luck too much further past then. But really, I would perhaps set up auto pay with this card just to ensure that you don't pay late, or set up a calendar notice. Whatever you have to do, make sure that you pay on time, because if you don't, again, there is going to be a late payment fee of up to $40. Now, thankfully with this card, if you happen to travel abroad, it is a credit card that you can take with you because currently there are no foreign transaction fees, so this is a pretty huge advantage considering that many other credit cards out there on the market do have a foreign transaction fee of right around 3%. And then finally, as far as the annual fees goes, with this card, there is no annual fee, not the first year, not the second year. No matter how long you have this card, there is no annual fee. This is also super great because you can hold this card forever and you don't have to sit around and figure out whether or not it's worth paying, let's say, like $95 for a card and factoring in the benefits that you're receiving and whether or not it's worth keeping, because again, this card has no annual fees. So now that we went over the main features of this card as well as the APR and fees, at this point I'm going to go ahead and move into what I would consider to be the biggest pros and drawbacks of this card. So we're going to start out with the good things. The first good thing, of course, is the fact that you are going to be earning those 40,000 bonus points as long as you're able to spend at least $1,000 within the first 3 months of having this card. Again, for most people, that's not going to be too difficult to achieve, considering that's going to be right around $333 per month in spend. And for a lot of families and for a lot of individuals, they're going to spend that much probably in groceries alone. So that's going to be pretty easy to achieve the 40,000 point spend bonus. And again, the 40,000 points are going to be worth up to 5 free reward nights at Choice Hotel properties. So that would be pretty sweet. Then in addition to that, you're also going to be earning 3 points per dollar spent at gas stations and grocery stores as well as home improvement stores. So you can definitely rack up those points. And then you're going to be earning 5 points per dollar spent at Choice Hotels. So if you stay at Choice Hotels a lot, and you stay there longer than just those free nights, you can definitely rack up those free points as well. And then finally, the last pro with this card, at least in my opinion, is the fact that there is no annual fees. So you can keep this card forever. You don't have to sit around and figure out whether or not it's worth paying for because again, there is no annual fee. So those are the good things about this card. As far as the bad things go, I really don't have a whole lot to say. The only thing I would say perhaps is you are pretty much locked into Choice Hotel properties. So if you generally don't like Choice Hotels or what you're offered, or perhaps they don't have many options in the cities that you like traveling to, or you like to have more flexibility, you don't like to be locked down to one particular hotel chain within the Choice Hotel chains that they offer, then perhaps this credit card may not be worth it for you. So just to sum things up here, all in all, I would say this is a good credit card to have as long as you usually stay at Choice Hotels and they have them within like the cities that you like traveling to, and you don't mind being locked into one system. But of course, if you do not like Choice Hotels and what they have to offer, then obviously this credit card would not be a good fit for you. But that's all we have for today's review. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like, consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.